Hey everybody, welcome back on Unversed Podcast. Me and Grant Morgan Tama, as you would expect. There's still so much to go through. This chunk I read 202 to 251. Now this is actually where I stopped reading last time.
You finally got past it.
Yeah, so the next episode and on is all going to be new content I haven't seen yet, so that's going to be interesting.
I can't
out.
wait.
Oh man, so this chunk, right?
Mm-hmm.
My God, is there a lot of dialogue in here?
Oh, how long did it take you to read 4 pages?
Oh man, it took forever. Like the last time I read that much dialogue in a row consistently had to be like Bakuman, the guys that do Death Note, all
God
about
damn.
dialogue over there. Yeah. And like it happens in shonen all the time, but to see it happen like this much, it's so crazy.
Oh yeah, Gintama. Like when it comes to serious arcs, you really have to pay attention to what they're saying. And it makes it harder too because even within all that dialogue, they'll put in like a reference making fun of Japanese culture, and you'll have to go back like, oh, wait, what did they say? Like I didn't understand that. So if you push yourself again, it gets good. But there is a lot of dialogue. That's one of the complaints I hear a lot, and I completely understand.
Yeah, like let's just pull a quick one right here. The first arc was with Hijikata. That's when like Olive Ito decided to ban smoking. So he decides to go to a planet where smoking's okay, and then that just branches off into like this Dragon Ball Z. I
remember that.
Off.
Yep. I still love how Hijikata's lighter is just a little mini jar of mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Everything is just fucking mayonnaise for Hijikata.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that was a ridiculous but like funny one. He's like so desperate. It's like spare nicotine, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. This is like just pure Gintama comedy in this arc right here. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah, you need the slime balls or something, like the parody of Dragon Balls. And it's like, wait, no, these are like the sticky balls or whatever. It's like, what the hell's the difference? And then they summon their Shenron, and it's like, it's not even what the balls were. It was something else.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It just got ridiculous. He fought like some really like a cosplay knockoff version of Frieza.
Yeah, that's right. I remember. Yep. It looks so cheesy.
Yeah. Oh man. And then the next one was, I remember this one. It was Shinpachi found that bottle by the beach, I think. And then so he decided, and it was like somebody left a letter in here, and so he's like, okay, cool, I'll be this person's pen pal.
Oh, I think I know what this one is.
And it's just like, oh wow, like look, this girl's pretty cute. And he goes to Gintoki for some advice, and they end up sending a picture of Sogo beating up Shinpachi, so they think Sogo is Shinpachi. And then we find out, oh, that photo's not even the person sending the letter, it's her younger sister.
Oh,
yeah.
Bamboozled.
Yeah, this one actually gets pretty funny because Shinpachi's like, guys, I don't know what to do. How do I talk to girls? And so Gintoki's trying to help, and then they're at Shinpachi's dojo, and then so of course who's there? Kondo's there hiding, looking for Taesan.
Otai-chan.
Yeah, and he's like, you fools, you know nothing about love, And so he starts giving them advice, and it's just like, wait, how about we get the man with all the flow, Hijikata?
Fucking Hijikata. Probably not the best. Like, I would rather ask... No, I think I'd rather ask Hijikata than Kondo for, like, girl advice.
Yeah, and Hijikata was like, it's like, oh my god, he's not stopping. Every line he's writing is perfect. And then he does it in this very stylistic manner. And then he's like, okay, good, go mail this. And he's like, yes. Shinpachi runs, and he's like, oh, fuck, I think I erased the wrong part. I didn't erase the part about Kondo where it says, let's just do it.
Oh, my God. And then, fucking what happens at the end again of that arc?
So they decide to meet up, right, in Edo, and the sister asks her younger sister to be a stand-in, and then Gintoki asks Sogo to be Shinpachi's stand-in, so they kind of go on a date, right? And, you know, they didn't write any of the letters. And so they accidentally bump into the older sister, still not knowing she wrote the letters. And so they devise a plan to make it so that way, oh, this is actually the real Shinpachi. Look how cool he is, you know? And then Sogo, like, they got Sogo on the walkie-talkie, and he was just like, well, actually, I like this gentleman act, you know? I'm being her escort right now. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. You know, just continue that and walk towards over here. And he's like, cool. And then they look over, and they see Sogo with a chain, right? And it's around the young sister's neck, and she's walking like a dog. And it's like, what the hell's going on here? And they pass by like all these bowls for cat food, and he's like, oh, look, there's some food here. And it's like, for who? And so they think like, oh my god, like, what is he doing? And then they try to do something, and the younger sister just completely obeys Sogo's commands, like complete master and like pet kind of relationship. And they're like, what the hell happened in those 5 minutes? Yeah, it was fun. It ends with the older sister who wrote the letters trying to kill herself, by jumping off a building, and then Shinpachi kind of convinced her not to, and it ends on a note where he still writes letters to her. And I was like, oh, okay. And that made me think, and I'm like, I don't think we see her again. I don't think we would see her again. Because she's not really
Which girl was
mentioned.
this again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me see if I could pull up her name. She was, she had like glasses, and she never went anywhere before. Oh gosh, let's see here. I'll just have to look it up real quick.
Do 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 do.
Okay, let's check it out here. Oh man, and this 50 chapter chunk is when I hit the 5-year mark for the manga.
Really? Oh yeah, that's right. It's been out for a while.
Her name should be... There's no image next to her. It should be Urara or Kirara. It's Kirara.
Oh, Kirara?
Yeah, that's her.
Oh yeah, she straight up looks like Shinpachi.
You know what? Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, which kind of scared me.
Yeah, it was an all right arc. I thought it was wholesome.
I do remember that arc. I mean, when I was watching it, working out at the gym, it was meh. It's not too great, not too terrible. It's like radiation at Chernobyl, 3.6 Rontgens.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what was the arc after that one?
I remember this one clearly. This was what's his name? Sadaharu wasn't feeling good, so they went to the vet to check him out, and so they took an X-ray of his stomach, and you see a hand in his stomach, right? And they're like, yeah, we're gonna have to take it out, and you know, Gintoki and Shinpachi are like, dude, what the fuck did he do? And they're like, you know what? Nah, it's okay. He'll just tough it out. We'll just go home. Just don't call the police. It's like, the police? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then you see Sadaharu's trying to cough it up. And then Kagura's like, oh, look, there's something in his mouth. It's like, no, Kagura, just leave it alone. She pulls it out. And it's not a person. It's just a sex doll for some reason. It's one of those inflatable sex dolls.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the hell? And then at the same time, they bump into Katsura. He's there with Elizabeth. And it's like, yeah, I had Elizabeth checked up, and they took an X-ray, and they found this image of an old man inside her. There's something in there. And Kagura's like, yeah, no, that's probably just an old man. Like, that's its true form. And it's like, yeah, technology these days, they could probably take it out. It's like, no, though, that's actually Elizabeth. Like, you're not listening.
Oh.
So Kagura and Katsura decide to stay the night at the vet, and then they find this old dog. And it's just like in the pound, and like he looked like he's about to die. And it's like, oh yeah, that dog's sick. You know, his owner's sick too. And it's like, oh yeah, that tragic.
This arc. Okay,
Yeah.
I remember this one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All
So
right.
they take it upon themselves to like, this dog needs one more night with its owner before they both pass away, and they open the cage, and
Yeah.
the dog jumps out and says, "Fucking finally, I'm free." And it's like, what?
Oh man.
Yeah, and it's
That
like, oh, it's an alien that took over a dog's body.
that arc is actually supposed to be a parody of the manga and the anime Parasite. The Maxim.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I remember reading this and I was like, wait, what's going on? It's like, oh, it's a parasite. Yeah, and it accidentally wound up in a dog. And it's like, oh, its plan, and its plan is to take over the world, right? And it's like, okay, sure, let's go out there. It's like, oh, and then like there's these other, what do you call it? This other parasitic race, and they just happen to take over cats. So it's dogs versus cats.
Dog and cat wars.
I like Katsuo's reaction when the cats came in. It's like, wow, I never knew the relationship between dogs and cats transcended beyond Earth. And it's like, no, it's just a coincidence. It's like, wow, am I honorable enough to go in this long-standing tradition?
Uh-huh. Oh man. Yeah, it was one of those it was like 2 or 3 I want to say like 2 episodes. It's like one of those mini arcs. At the end, it was pretty wholesome.
Little lengthy, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not it was a pretty good arc. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
But the next arc though.
Yes, finally. I forget what the actual town is called, but this is the red light
Yoshiwara.
district. Yoshiwara?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, so Yoshiwara arc. Oh man. I kind of forgot how it started off, because I was just like, oh, what arc is this again? And I was like, oh, it's just some kid pickpocketing Gintoki, and it's just like, oh no, and then we see where he's going. I'm like, oh yeah, we're coming in here now. Nice.
Yep. So really, really good arc. And I saw those photos you posted on your Instagram story. I'm like, yep, I know where he is.
Yeah, this is some of the top tier right here.
Yep.
God, he just proves again, like he has such good like writing skills.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Like the dialogue in here was on par with just all the other great shonen mangas.
Now, was this the part where you had trouble with the dialogue because there was so much of it?
Yeah. There is a lot for sure
Mm-hmm.
in this arc, but this is one of those arcs where like, okay, we need a lot of exposition, right? Because we have to build up this world that we're going into now in this district. Mm-hmm. And then you have to set up like the subplots for like Kagura and her brother fighting real quick. There's that little dialogue about the Yato clan and how they're dying because that's just how their race is. A lot of background on the demon of the the demon of the Yato clan. I'm forgetting his name. I'll pull it up right now. Oh, Hosen.
Mm-hmm. That dude's big.
Yeah, he's big boy.
Dude, Charlie.
Yeah. Yeah, but see, there's just a lot of information to go into here where I'm fine with that kind of dialogue. Versus the, I believe it was the last arc. Yeah, just to talk about it real quick, the last arc I read was when Tama got a virus. And so Gintoki and them had to go into her system. Mm-hmm. There's just a lot of dialogue in there for not a whole lot of reasons.
It's just because they make fun of Dragon Quest a lot.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, especially when the other Gintoki shows up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and he's straight up wearing a Dragon Quest.
See, that one was more of like a bit comedic, or that was more comedy than action. It was more like 80-70% like comedy and then like 30% seriousness compared to the Yoshiwara arc where it's like, oh, this is like 80-90% serious.
Yeah, but just that much dialogue for comedy, I'm like, dude, like that's a lot to read.
Over explaining a goddamn joke, yeah, that's Gintama for you.
Yeah. But here with this arc, totally appropriate.
Oh yeah, and you also get introduced to new characters that become
fan favorites, right?
Fan favorites and a permanent part of the cast.
Yeah, we get the
like that you see them in the future a lot more.
We get the new waifu.
Oh, right? Tsukuyo.
Is it? Yeah, Sukuyo. Yeah.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
basically punished Ino.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's basically she's like the leader of the female ninjas,
hmm
and
and they're basically just kind of like the bodyguards of Hosen and like where
and the
he
town.
lives. And the town. Yeah, they stop fights and all that. They
Yeah,
hunt people down.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's really a lot in here. Really good content overall. Amazing fight too.
Oh yeah, you also get introduced to Kagura's brother.
Yes, yes.
Ooh, that was a crazy fight.
The one that he had with Hosen.
Not Hosen, but Kagura's brother's captain or best friend, the other Yato dude.
Yeah. God, I'm just trying to pull it up real quick here. Yeah, Abudo. Yeah,
That's
when he fought Kagura and Shinpachi, I was like, oh man.
That shows you don't fuck with the Yato. They're really strong.
Yeah, and then here we even get more depth in this fight. You know, it's not even like the fight of the arc, but still we get a lot with Kagura.
You actually get to know more about her background and more of her family and what the Yato are, and they're a very violent race of aliens and powerful.
Yeah, and the Yato clan, they're basically a version of the Saiyans,
pretty much.
Yeah. But it's a nice twist to it, and you think oh, they're just a ripoff. I'm like, no, it's kind of just more than that, right? Because instead of the moon turning them into giant apes, the sun is their weakness.
Yeah,
right?
That's why they always have the umbrellas.
Yeah, and that plays a huge part in Hosen's arc. You know, it's just so good how it ends off with him and the sun. Wow.
I forget because Hosen is also a Yato.
Yeah, he was known as the demon of the Yatos. He was even stronger than Umibozu, Kagura's and Kamui's father.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's right. His name's Kamui. Let's call him Kagura's brother.
Yeah.
Boy ain't golden though.
Yeah, and his whole thing is he rules this underground district, and he actually has it shut off from the outside world. There's no sunlight entering. Right, there's these giant panels covering the entire town, and that of course plays a big part into this arc of them liberating the city from Hosen.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
man, this was one of the greatest arcs in the series, in my opinion.
I think this is the second time we see Gintoki use a real sword in his fights.
Yeah, he didn't use his wooden sword.
Oh no, he did too. He was going two sword style when he was fighting Hosen. And yeah, God, that fight was just crazy.
I remember watching that years ago. Fun fact: it's the longest arc in the first season of Gintama. In the anime, it's 8 episodes.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this was a pretty long one. And again, it has to do with them, with all the exposition, trying to build this world up before we really get into it.
Yeah, a lot more background, again, to Kagura's race and how they're Saiyans and whatnot. But what did you think when Kagura, snapped?
Yeah, she went into, her, berserk mode, basically. Yeah, it's crazy. She kind of just snaps and it's oh yes, look, those are the same eyes your brother has, basically,
and it's even more creepy because he's always smiling and he keeps them closed.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Oh man, when he was fighting Hosen, and he was just yeah, you remind me of your father back then, and we got that flashback of Umibozu. I was God damn, he just looked crazy. He had that crazy anime hair, and
he did have hair.
Yeah, that's when he had hair. Yeah. And then he's got those crazy killer eyes. I was damn, that looks fucking badass, man. It's just such a good arc.
Dude, it's one of my most favorite arcs, actually.
And man, it gets places. It really goes places. because you know one of the main cast is Seita the kid, and the whole point they're there is to help him try to find his mom, and he thinks his mom is the number one hostess, right? Hostess, right? So and that's Hinoa, who lives with Hosen in this building. And so when he's finally there and Gintoki's like telling them to run, she's like, I can't run. And she's sitting on the floor, and it's like, why can't you run? And then we look, and it's like, oh yeah, Hosen's crazy, dude. He cut her Achilles tendons, right?
I thought he broke her spine.
No, it shows her
One
scars.
of the vertebrae, so she doesn't walk. Oh,
no, it
gotcha.
shows the scars behind her feet, and that's where the Achilles is at. And
so she can't walk anymore.
You can't do that. And I was like, damn, it's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. You do see her again though, in future arcs, but she's in a wheelchair now, and the kid and her son pushes her.
Yeah, it ends with her in the wheelchair, talking to Gintoki about how they're gonna help reshape the district and all that.
Yeah, dude, it's great. And then at the end, like when Hosen's dying and like the cover is open.
Yes, yeah, that was a good moment with him and Hinoa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, God, just such good stuff.
Telling you, bro, like those serious arcs. That was the first serious, like actual serious arc you read, right?
I mean, well, this is the biggest one for sure.
Yeah, that one. Wait till you get to the other big ones.
Yeah, and I know we come back to this place eventually.
You'll come back there multiple times, actually.
Yeah, so I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I'm glad you really liked it, dude. That was a turning point for the series. It showed people like, hey, like we can do, like they showed it before with the Benizakura arc with the sword, but this time they're like, oh no, we're gonna make this like even more serious, and people are just like, oh shit, okay, Gintama's being real this time.
Yeah, and you know, I've been thinking about it. I'm like, man, why doesn't just Gintama just go like this all the time? And I'm like, it's just the way it's the way it's set up. You know, it's more of a day-to-day kind of series. And so I was like, yeah, it's kind of hard to really keep pushing the narrative forward when there is no narrative, right? Like they were just there just because of Seita, and then eventually they're like, well, okay, we just gotta go fight a guy. Let's go fight this guy. You know, so yeah, fantastic arc. Can't wait for them to go back.
Oh yeah, and then the next arc though, after the Yoshiwara, and one thing I like about this is that after all these serious arcs, you get like a couple of like funny arcs, you know, kind of just like to laugh it off. You could say the arc you were on, the Shinsengumi death arc. It's right after Yoshiwara.
Oh, like the big arc?
No, like the comedy arc.
Oh, well, the thing I read right after was with Hasegawa.
Really?
Yeah, it was. And I think it was just one chapter or two. I don't remember, but it's him talk. I'm like, yeah, we always have to have an arc with Hasegawa every like 50 chunks. I've noticed,
just to show how sad he is.
Yeah, and he's talking to his wife about how like, yeah, I got a place, everything's going good, and she's like, oh, can I visit? No, that's okay, it's just a mess. She's like, I can help you clean. Like, no, it's okay. And then he hangs up, and she's like, well, I'm gonna visit anyways. He's like, oh, okay. Hangs up, and Gintoki's just like, man, you're a real piece of shit. And it's just like, and then like it just zooms out, and it's like he's living in a cardboard box. So it's like, yeah, he's just homeless right now, and he's like, God, what am I gonna do? And Gintoki's like, well, hey man, I mean, you got a box, a boom box, and a dog. It sounds like you're pretty lit. You're living it, dude.
Man, you're a total piece of shit.
I mean, that's basically what he said. It's like, yeah, that's fair. But so. Again, Gintoki's trying to help him find a spot to live just for the weekends for her to visit. And then so he hit up one of his contacts to help the search. And then like this guy's just real shitty too. And it's just like, a cheap place for like a 1-bedroom apartment. It's like, this place is good. Like, that's just a dog shit. I already live in that kind of environment, dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's just like, well, actually, I do have a place. It's only $3,000 a month. And it's like in this high-rise kind of apartment building. And it's like, really? I was like, that sounds like too good of a deal. It's like, yeah, I'll admit nobody wants to stay there anymore. And then they open it and there's just blood everywhere. And there's like somebody trying to write something on the window.
Haunted.
Yeah, and he's like, if you guys could clean it, it's yours. And it's like, yeah, no, I don't want this. And they're all arguing over who wants it. And then, yeah, I guess like whatever is haunting that place just attacks them too.
Huh.
And then it ends with Hasegawa's wife walking in, and it's just like there's just blood everywhere. And she's like, what the, like, what the hell?
Oh man, I fucking feel so bad for Hasegawa. You think everything gets better, but it gets worse. But at the same time, he's a really kind dude that does kind things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the next arc after that, though, after that one chapter thing.
Yeah, let's pull it up. It was, it was the second time we see the Shogun.
Wait, so you didn't read that other one, the Shinsengumi Death Arc? Where Hijikata and Sogo, they're trapped in like a prison and it's making fun of Saw? Because I remember that from the anime.
That's after the hair salon.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
weird.
Gintoki's trying to get a haircut. And one of the traits of Gintoki is he doesn't like his perm that he has.
Yeah.
He always wants to get it straightened.
And nobody likes his eyes, too, because they call him lazy fish eyes.
Yeah, because that's how they look, yeah. I always love it when they explain that, and like we get a close-up of his face, and he has that smirk, That classic Gintoki smirk. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty fun.
Dude, I just feel so bad for the Shogun, because all this bad shit happens to him. And then at the end, he's just like, oh my god, I didn't know it would be this bad. And somehow he just makes things better.
Yeah, so Gintoki's just like, yeah, I want to get my hair straightened, and the barber, the barber is just like, Barber's just like ignoring it, talking about other things, and so Kagura's reading manga, and he's like, "What? We're missing a volume? Oh, don't worry, I'll go get it for you. Just watch the shop for me."
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when they see Kondo outside, and he's about to come in. It's like, guys, we have to like get a disguise.
And
then so Gintoki wears like an afro with like a goatee going on, and then we see Shinpachi. Shinpachi has like that balding wig on, like a balding.
Oh
cap.
yeah, the comb over. He has a comb over.
Yeah. And then I forget what Kagura wears.
She looks like what's her name from Pulp Fiction? Uma Thurman.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, with the bangs.
And Kondo's just trying to get a new image to impress Ote-chan and all that good stuff. And so they're washing his hair and all that, and then we see Katsura walk in as well, and they're like, wait, we can't have these two see each
other. Yeah. This was a really hilarious arc, actually.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of funny moments in here with these guys. And then the police chief rolls in, and then who does he bring in? And he's just like, I was gonna return this manga, but it seems the barber's not here. And it's like, oh, you get your hair cut here? It's like, yeah, he's really good with top knots. Like, top knots, you say? I would like to try this place. And it's the Shogun, and everybody's like, holy shit, why the fuck is the Shogun here? Of all people.
He's not that intimidating. I can see why, because he's the Shogun of all people.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's like, yeah, I'll meet up with you at the club. Like, I'm gonna get my hair cut. And he just sits down. He's like, I'm in your care. And they're just like, what the fuck do we do?
Oh my god. I think my most favorite thing in the anime is when they just pull his entire face back with one of the clips.
Yeah, they while they're
and somehow shit reaches at the top of his top knot.
No, it just gets so ridiculous. Shinpachi gets so nervous he just throws up.
Yeah.
He's like, put your act together, man. We have to do this. And Kagura's like, okay, would you like a hot towel or whatever? And then she throws up on the Shogun on accident. And she's like, I'm sorry, the smell of Shinpachi's vomit made me throw up. And that's when Gintoki took over, and he's like, okay, yeah, here, hot towel. And he wipes everything off, and he looks, and he's like, huh? And it's like, there's a Naruto from Kagura's vomit, like, on his forehead. And so they're trying to play it off. It's like, hey, who ate ramen and left a Naruto on the mirror? You know, trying to make it look like it's not on the Shogun. And then yeah, and then he's just still trying to wipe it off, and then like another Naruto pops up, and he's like, "What the hell?" And it's covering his eyes, kind of like a kiwi.
Or like the cucumbers.
Yeah, cucumbers. Yeah. And they're like, "What the hell?" And while they're cleaning him, yeah, they accidentally cut off his top knot, and they're like, "Fuck, what do we do?" And for some reason, Gintoki throws it out.
Shogun Kyle.
Yeah, he chucks it out the store for some reason.
Oh no.
And it's like, it's okay, we just gotta pull it back in. It's just stretching his face, and like you see the Shogun tearing up and everything.
Dude, I was dying when I saw that episode. I'm like, don't do this. Oh man.
Yeah.
I remember everything now. That was a fucking any like arc with the Shogun is hilarious. Those are my most favorite comedy arcs.
It was ridiculous, yeah, and kudos to this guy for keeping Katsura and Kondo still in the arc, and they're just like, okay, I just made a top knot for the Shogun. It's like, oh yeah, I used Kondo's pubes, and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, you know what, you're right. So he cut the bangs off of Katsura, and it's like, okay, cool. Now we're gonna use that, and it's like, okay, I put it where Kondo's pubic hair was. It's like, you idiot, that's not where you're supposed to put it.
Misplaced it.
Yeah, and then yeah, Kagura went to go grab the top knot that dog grabbed up, and then she throw it on top of the Shogun's head. No, it's just literal dog shit on his head now. And they're like, fuck, guys, what do we do? And then finally Gintoki was like, fuck it, let's just leave. And it's like, what? Like, let's just get out of here.
They were putting on the act for too long. They're like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah.
I throw my head out.
Yeah, and poor Shogun, he's like, I didn't know the people out here hated me that much. He's like, there's gonna be change for sure.
I thought it was different. Like, I didn't know the barbers here were treated so poorly and their conditions were bad. I want to improve barber conditions now.
No, well, from what I read, he's like, yeah, I didn't realize people hated me out here this much. And then another part was him reforming the barber shops. And then he put up a sign like, if you see these people, like, they're like, arrest them or whatever. And it was just Gintoki and them disguised. It's like, oh boy.
I didn't know people hated me so much.
Yeah.
I gotta change myself, damn it. So wholesome at the end.
Yeah.
Oh man. It fucking, dude, again, I'm telling you, the Shogun is so good.
And he's always looking serious too. That's the best part about it.
Yeah.
Is like, he doesn't break character at all, no matter how ridiculous it gets.
So oblivious. Like, it's so good. It fits him well.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, thanks for reminding me about that arc. That gave me a good laugh.
Yeah, that is just ridiculous.
Oh man, but what was the arc after that one?
So this one is the parody of the Saw with Hijikata and Sogo. They just wake up and they're chained together in this room, and then a video pops up, and it plays out just like Saw. They have to go get a key, or else they're just gonna be stuck in that room forever. And the gimmick is just like, oh god, what is Sogo plotting? You know, and Hijikata keeps an eye on him, and then finally we get into the perspective of Sogo, and he's like, god damn it, what the fuck does Hijikata want? He keeps looking at me. What is he plotting?
It's like, what the hell are you doing here? No, what are you doing here?
Yeah. And so they're just like, yeah, we can't trust each other. And it's just like, okay, I'll just keep an eye on him while I'm asleep. And then they actually end up sleeping for like half a day or whatever.
Oh, damn.
And
yeah,
like,
they were that tired.
We were too casual about this. And then the guy keeps popping up on the videos, and then we get the gag with this Saw guy, and it's like, oh, he's actually just at home. And like, you can hear his mom in the background.
It's like, Mom, leave me alone!
It's like, yeah. It's probably just the TV. And it's like, son, your mother has us worried.
Oh man, that was a good parody of Saw.
Yeah, and then it's just like Sogo fakes killing himself so that way he could trick Hijikata, and then he takes off the collar, and Hijikata just falls down this pit.
Yep. And I think they find the guy at the end, right?
I think it just ends off with Sogo just leaving while Hijikata just falls. He doesn't really, he doesn't really go back into trying to find this guy.
That's great. The fucking typical Sogo. He finally gets to be vice commander.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little cool, fun arc, I guess. Short, but still.
Yeah, it wasn't that long. I think it was probably like 3 or 4 chapters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the other one was that was the Otsu arc, right?
Oh gosh, these names I keep forgetting.
Otsu's the idol. They'll say like poop, corn dog. Oh, just random words put together and makes it a song.
No, that's not the next one. That's a few down. The next one was QB's birthday party happened.
I think I remember that. See, some of these arcs that I think they're not. Because I'm trying to remember, and I'm like, no, that was like half an episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I think
those one chapter ones.
This one was like 2 chapters.
Yeah. Anyway, though, it was Kyubei's birthday.
Yeah, we start off with Ote and Shinpachi buying her a birthday cake.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see her, one of her, was it like captains or whatever? The one that has his eyes closed all the time.
Oh, the really old dude. Yeah, the small one. The short one.
No. Yumu.
Yumu, huh?
Yumu, yeah. He's the one that shows up now whenever Kyubei shows up. He was the one that's just like trying to get her in like that Lolita dress.
Mm-hmm.
And all that stuff. He was the one that was stuck in the bathroom stall without the toilet paper.
Oh, okay. The one with the blonde hair.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and he invited them into the party, and then we walk in and we see like it's one of those typical like rich parties, you know, where they're just here for the fact that they're there kind of thing. Like they're not really friends with her and all that.
Yeah.
And then it ends wholesomely with everybody gets kicked out except for Gintoki and all them, and then
her real friends.
Yeah, her real friends, and they're all playing the game of life.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty wholesome.
Bro moment.
Yeah, bro moment for sure.
Pretty much. It's like, fuck the bullshit. I just want to play Life or Monopoly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the next one, I don't know if you remember this one, Grant, because I kind of forgot about this one. It's all in one perspective, right? It's like first person view of the of this guy that runs a food cart, and we only hear the dialogue from the characters he's talking to, and you kind of get an image in your head of who he's talking to. And it's just like, oh, okay, that sounds like Kondo, that sounds like Hijikata, Gintoki, and all that, and like he's giving them life lessons, and then they're just like, yeah, you know what, you're right, this and that. And at the end of the chapter, we see them leave, and no, it's not Kondo and all them, they're just lookalikes. And then it's just Gintoki walking by, and he's like, what the hell's going on?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was such a random...
like a mini...
Yeah, it was just so weird, and it's like, okay, yeah, sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Think I know what you're talking about? It's
yeah, I forgot about it. I was like, oh, yeah, this happened, huh? Because I do remember the reveal of, like, oh, it wasn't actually them. It was just, like, these ugly people that looked like them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yes, the next one... This next arc was, God, I forgot. This was a lot longer than I remember. This was also one of the main reasons I stopped reading last time, the big Otaku Wars arc. Oh,
so before you start that, I know which episode you're talking about the food cart owner. It was episode 156, and you're all right. It is shown from his perspective. They were all different people with exactly the same situation as they thought to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
anyway, it's one of those rare gags you see and shown in manga.
I don't think you even see that again right after.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet you would see them again.
Yeah. But yeah, the next arc.
Yeah, yeah, Otaku Wars, it's Shinpachi, as we know him, his main character, one of his main character traits besides his glasses is that he is the leader of the Otsu fan club. Like, he's actually the commander.
And he's like super strict.
Very super strict about it. Every time someone breaks the rules, he picks them up by the nostrils.
Uh-huh.
And then we come to find out, like, almost everybody withdrew from his club.
His fan club.
Yeah, and then there's only 4 of them now, and he's like, why? What's going on? And then we see that his old members all wearing a familiar outfit, jagged, sleeveless jackets. They're holding their arm a certain way, and then who is their leader? It's Toshi, aka Hasegawa, being possessed again by the sword with the otaku in it.
Bruh.
Yeah, and he's like, no, I will be the official Otsu fan club, and it's like, what the fuck?
And then for some reason, I remember in that arc, you see fucking Takatine, and he looks like Macho Man Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan put together.
Yeah, because Takatine gets knocked out.
Uh-huh.
And Gintoki needs to go find a replacement. Yeah, and he grabs this guy.
So fucking, like, out of nowhere. This like, macho Chad.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Oh, man. Dude, I feel bad for Takatine, because that's, like, one of Shinpachi's, like, very few friends.
Yeah, I remember the big arc with them saving him from the gang early on. And it's cool to see him be a recurring character.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, oh, yeah, he actually likes the idol stuff, unironically. Like, that's funny. Yeah, so since Shinpachi's all in the slumps about it, and then he sees on TV there's an official contest for who's going to be the official fan club for Otsu. And basically, like, there's all these, like, small fan clubs, and then when Shinpachi shows up and they say it's his fan club, they're like, holy shit, those guys are ridiculous. Like, one of them is like 8 of us kind of thing. And so a bunch, like, pretty much all the other fandoms left. So it was just Shinpachi versus Hasegawa, and the reason, not Hasegawa, Hijikata.
Yeah.
And Hijikata says, he's like, yeah, if I want this soul to rest, he needs this. He needs to be the number one. So,
anything for his IRL waifu.
Yeah. So that happens, and, yeah, man, it's,
You could say that Shinpachi is an idol master.
Yeah, one could say that, yeah.
Yeah. Berserk. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, you can't top Miria. He's up there, dude.
Yeah.
He's probably the reason that series is still going.
Yeah, this is one chapter a year now at this point. Unfortunately.
Well, we got one the other day, so.
Oh yeah. Cool.
We
won't see one until next August.
We're getting one soon, and it's finally going to be about Guts.
Wow. And then the next one's not going to be till like December of next year. Jeez. It's a chapter a year at this point, man.
Yeah. Which is, a lot more frequent than before, so.
True, yeah. But, what was I going to say?
Yeah, this arc is just, I'm like.
This made you stop.
I'm like, that's a lot of cringe, bro. I don't know.
Donkey, you just posted cringe.
Yeah. There's a lot of Gintama gags in here for sure. Especially when it's they're doing a quiz. It's like it's like an Otsu knowledge quiz. Like, do you know the lore of Otsu? Let's find out. And they're all sitting on the slide. And,
the lore of Otsu.
Yeah, basically. And it's just like, yeah, if you get an answer wrong, there's going to be a penalty where the slide elevates further, and then if you fall in the water, then you lose. And,
yeah, I remember that in the anime, actually.
Yeah, and then it gets to a point where, like, people are just getting chucked out, and it's like, what the hell? I thought I answered it right. It's like, well, you forgot her typical thing she says at the end of each sentence. Like that common Japanese trope where they always add a, like, datebayo or whatever to the end of their sentences. And it's like, well, why the hell did I get flung over? It's like, oh, actually, it's up to Otsu, whatever she feels like. It's like, what the fuck is the point of the rules then?
Wow.
Yeah, and it's one of those gags because that the guy that replaces Takatin, He keeps buzzing the thing, and it's just like, hey, where's the bathroom? I need to take a mean shit. And it's like, correct. That answer's correct. The question was this, and that.
Shit.
Yeah. And then he does it again, and it's just like, hey, I need some new underpants. I just shat my pants.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then they do like this VR dating thing with O2. And
someone goes out with a fish, right?
with a fish?
I'm thinking of the Nintendo OE arc.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you're thinking of that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was just. It was just over the top.
And again, I know this made you stop reading Gintama, this arc.
Yeah, because I was like, this is too much, man. I like.
This is fucking stupid.
And it goes on for so long.
I know.
Like, I thought it ended, and then there was like 3 more chapters. I was like, holy
it's like,
shit, dude.
like, quote, serious arc, end quote.
Yeah. So yeah, I finished through that one, and I was like, okay, like this is just like, this is the bar, as far as like ridiculous shit's gonna go. Like, this is the level I'm gonna expect.
Oh, just wait. Just wait.
No, I remember catching some glimpses of that anime. And I was like, what the fuck are they? Like, they're snowboarding on who? You know?
Oh, yeah, and the Shogun.
Yeah.
And Kondo.
And Kondo, yeah. Oh, I felt bad for Kondo on that one.
If we pull up their underwear, then we can slow them down.
Yeah.
It's like, are they erect in the snow? Yeah, that's the break. That's the break. Just pull up their underwear. We'll slow down.
Yeah.
Starts getting bloody. Oh, fuck, we broke the break. Anyway, yeah.
The next one was a short one too, and it was like an influenza broke out in Edo, and Ote got sick, so Shinpachi's happy to take care of her because, of his sister complex that he has.
Oh, with the virus going around, I think.
Yeah, it's like a virus going around, and then
Earl Smith.
Yeah, that was Yes, we can. It's like, wait a minute, who are we trying to portray here?
Will Smith or Obama, pick one.
Yeah. So yeah, basically the main cast gets sick.
That's an iconic scene in the entire series.
Is it really? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But yeah, it was nice to see Ayame show back up, the SMM ninja girl that's in love with Gintoki.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't seen her in a long time, so it was great to see her again. Yeah, basically everyone's just sick. And then who decides to pull up but Hasegawa. And then we just see Hasegawa, and he's literally just wearing an outfit that just says virus,
Yeah.
He's like,
he's
hey,
just covered in it.
It's like, hey, you guys got sick, huh? It's like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. It's because you're covered entirely of it,
And then, like, Katsura comes out of nowhere, and he's just like, I'm not Zura-chan, I'm Ill Smith, because he's supposed to be sick and Will Smith.
Yeah, and the best part about it is they censor the Will part in Will Smith, because I guess they can't legally say his name.
Not only that, but, like, the pronunciation for virus sounds like Wills.
Virus?
In Japanese.
Oh, that's Spanish.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay, yeah.
Wordplay of actor Will Smith and virus. Japanese pronunciation of virus sounds like Wills.
Oh, okay.
I'm Ill Smith. And they're like, he's not just sick, he's turned into Ill Smith. He's obviously been infected.
Yeah, and then we see him. It's like, oh, that's why Katsura never gets sick. He's always absorbing, the viruses and stuff. So he's absorbing all the virus from everybody, and so everybody's not sick anymore.
Fucking, he's just like, can you celebrate?
Yeah. And I'm like, that's not even a big Will Smith quote. What are we doing? That's
from a Japanese singer. That's a quote.
But yeah, but it's Will Smith. Like, I thought he was gonna do some like Fresh Prince quotes or something,
I'll send you like a video through the Discord right now of that scene. It's so funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that one. Jesus.
Oh my god.
And it doesn't end there. It ends with Kondo he was out. Otsu did this gag on him, so he's naked outside with these with these onion stalk, and he's just like, "Hey guys, I feel a lot better." And I thought he tripped, but it doesn't show him tripping, and he stabs Will Smith in the ass.
Oh yeah,
and it just releases all the virus onto Kondo. It's like, Jesus Christ, man.
See, you thought the Otaku Wars was a long arc that was like over the top? Dude, one episode is all it takes. Will Smith for president, dude.
Just fucking, it was something else, man. Like, oh my god.
Oh my god. Yes, we can. It's not even the right quote by Will Smith, damn it.
Yeah, like, what the fuck, man? It's just all over the place, like, goddamn.
I know.
That's Gintama for you. Yeah.
Whew. Anyway, what was the next one?
The last one, I mentioned it earlier. It's when
Wait,
Tama...
I'm sorry. During that thing when they were... when he turned into Will Smith, wasn't Kondo outside in the snow, like, completely naked, standing on one foot?
Yeah, he was naked on one foot, holding these onion stalk, and it's just like, yeah, that's supposed to get you better. And he's like, okay, Ote-chan, whatever you say. And Ote was just like, oh yeah, he's gonna get dehydrated because he's sick. I'll just use the hose and water him down. And it's just like, is that necessary? It's already snowing out here. And it's like, yeah, he's gonna get hypothermia and shit.
Oh man. But anyways, the Tama one.
Yeah, it's the last one I read. It was she got a virus that made her when we first see her, she's all like PS1 polygons.
Yeah, she goes from like 64-bit to 32 bits to 16-bit.
Yeah, and she's like this like RPG avatar at the end of it, and it's just like,
it's like, why do you look like a Super Nintendo character?
yeah, like an NES character or whatever.
Bruh, like, where did you come from? Final Fantasy 2?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one.
So they take her to the old man at the mechanic shop, and it's just like, oh yeah, it's the virus in her. If we don't stop something soon, like she's gonna permanently be like this or something. I forget what the reasoning was.
Gengai's is his name.
Yes, that guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he uses a hammer to shrink them down into like, I forget how he explains it, but basically they're able to enter her system, so that way they could go fix whatever's wrong with her.
Yeah, and you see her like fucking basically the insides of Tama, like her antibodies, the white blood cells, the red blood cells and shit.
Yeah, and it's just guys in bodysuits.
Yeah.
and like some pink eye bodysuits, basically.
Hey, Tama.
Yeah, so the further they go in, and then they find like, oh, like this is like the main, this is the main thing to fight off like viruses, and it's like, oh, it's based off of Gintama as a Dragon Quest hero.
Yeah, he's based off the character Lotto. That's his name. I think he's from Dragon Quest 3.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, he's one of
the king
skins.
of the leukocytes.
Yes, it's also one of the skins in Smash Bros.
Oh, really? It is? Dude.
Yeah, the hero that this guy's based off of. Yeah, he's in Smash Bros.
Oh, I didn't know that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a cool little mini arc, you could say.
Just a lot of dialogue for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was a lot. It's not even. It doesn't even have to do with exposition. It was just a lot of just random conversations happening.
I mean,
about,
Gintoki's basically
biosystem.
Yeah, and Gintoki's basically talking to himself, just someone with turquoise eyes and stuff.
Yeah, you would kind of think this clone of Gintoki would act different, because it's like this is Tama's viewpoint, and it's like she sort of has like this perspective of who Gintoki is, and it's like, oh no, it's just Gintoki arguing with Gintoki. Yeah,
pretty much. Dragon Quest Gintoki.
Yeah, it does get pretty anime in this when they're fighting like the final boss of the virus.
Yeah, he looks like one of the Saiyan monkeys. Tapir.
Yeah. And like it does get pretty Dragon Ball Z with like these giant like energy attacks
Uh-huh.
and all that. Uh, it was so weird too. Like we get a shot of the white blood cells fighting the other viruses, and then when Gintoki defeated the main virus, there was like a intercom over the speaker saying like, "Oh, yep, the main virus was defeated. You guys can stop fighting. Oh, white blood cells give the viruses their new outfits." And it's like, what? And it's like, yeah, here's your change of clothes kind of thing. Like you're not a virus anymore. And I was like, oh, like what the fuck?
All right, fuck it. All right.
Yeah,
If you can't beat them, join them.
it was so random.
So anticlimactic.
Yeah, it kind of just ends off like that.
It's like, oh, okay, yeah, we healed Tama. All right.
Well, then Gintoki and them end up being friends with like the Gintoki clone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, all right, that's Gintama. Yep.
Yep. At least you got to know more of Tama, though.
Yeah, it was good seeing her again too.
You know what she looks like on the inside now.
Yeah.
I still like that though. It's just like she's like she goes from like 4K to Nintendo 64 to like Super Nintendo, then to like TurboGrafx 16. Like graphic wise. Yeah. But yeah, was that the last arc?
That was the last thing
50...
I read, yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh man, and like that was another one where I was like, God, this just keeps going. Like I thought it was gonna end soon, and it ended up being like, I think 7 or 8 chapters.
Oh yeah. How long did it take you to finish like one chapter?
Of that?
Yeah, like during that arc because of all the dialogue.
I don't know. I think
I know
it
you
took
read
me
fast.
Yeah, I think it took me probably like an hour to read it.
The whole arc?
Dude, there's a lot of dialogue in that thing.
God damn.
I don't know, like hour, half hour. I don't remember.
Damn. All right. Wow.
But yeah, that's what I read. Just a lot of gags in here. You know, it's I'm just prepping myself to get ready for all that.
Mm-hmm.
But very looking forward to more arcs similar to the Yoshiwara. I think, sure, I get it. Gintama's like comedy. That's how it was made into serialization in the first place. Like, Shinsengumi Edo
really
period. That sounds boring. But Edo period with aliens. Now that sounds interesting.
Yeah. Oh, wait till you get to the next one. Because it's like 9 chapters, and that's another serious arc.
Geez, 9 chapters?
Yeah.
Wow, we're really getting there, huh?
Yep.
Cool. But yeah, to me, sometimes it almost feels like he's obligated to doing gag arcs all the time now. Because that's how Gintama's represented, especially with the anime, because that anime can get really ridiculous when it comes to all that. So I feel like he doesn't have a choice but to keep doing it, Similar to how I think with Araki, how like he made part 8, like because like with Steel Ball Run, he didn't want to do another JoJo arc, but the fans assumed it was, and they kept believing it was, so he had no choice but to make it JoJo.
That's true. Yeah,
I kind of feel like that's how it is with this guy, because the writing was incredible within the Yoshiwara arc.
You're gonna see other serious arcs that are like, I don't think they're as great as they're on the same level, but I don't think anything can get better than the Yoshiwara arc. Maybe one arc, the Shogun Assassination arc, which is like one of the longest arcs.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you know what it is too is I'm not used to arcs being so short. Because I read things like One Piece and those arcs, like they go.
Oh yeah, dude. Like reading things about like you'll read Alabasta, and then they take this little break where it's like, oh, who's this monkey dude?
Yeah, and like it's the prologue to Skypiea, and then like Skypiea is just like a whole journey, and then you get some filler after that, and then another arc.
Foxy Pirates.
Yeah, Foxy Pirates.
Yeah, I'm at the part where they're at, I think, Watership 7?
Water 7, yeah.
Yeah, Water 7, and I was reading some last night. I got to chapter 325, and they're like, "Oh, this is so fun! Like the water goes up."
Yeah.
Yeah, about to meet the Frankie family.
Yeah, have fun with that. It's gonna be a good one.
Oh yeah. So, are we going to be doing a One Piece talk?
That is in the plans. Yeah. We got the boy Shelby reading it, and our boy Eric's also reading it.
You got Joey. You got Hugo.
Mm-hmm. We need to get Connor to start reading it now,
bro.
Yeah. So that's
One
the plan.
Piece our manga.
One Piece is our manga. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, I just finished Alabasta this morning, and I just started the prologue for Skypiea, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, Alabasta was so good."
Dude, like I just finished the part where they met Aokiji, and he was just like Ice Age, and the whole sea froze. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, so be on the lookout for that.
Mm-hmm.
We all our schedules are just crazy right now, so who knows when we're gonna start recording? But when we do, oh boy, get ready for that. It's gonna be fun. Oh
yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah. I can't wait. But yeah, that's our Gintama review for chapter lessons 201 to 252.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. So we'll see you guys next on the next 50 chunks I read. If you have any questions, comments, any of all of that, go ahead and email us at unversedpodcast@gmail.com. We would love to talk about it. And you can follow us at Unversed Podcast anywhere you go to stay updated and whatnot, and look out for new episodes and all that. Same thing with Marvel Talk. New episodes should be dropping soon. I just haven't had the time to edit it yet, so be on the lookout for all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening as always, guys, and we'll talk to you next time.
If I said this verse was fucking whack, then I'd be lying. You said you're going platinum, but your mama should've gone latex. I'm crying because you're trying way too fucking hard to be what I am. Give it a break and sit the fucking down. Now it's pink in the flesh, and I ain't talking about vaginas. If you wanna sniff a line of cocaine or up in a diner and pop a molly or stupid shit, reflect on using it, but use it again just to make sure that you're not used to it. I'm snapping necks like it's a bad picture. I got these faggots throwing up like they were bad pictures. Cause this cranial tumor is not so humorous. The bitch is new to this uterus, spilling girls with a million cramps that are thicker than their fluid gets. Now that's a stupid bitch. I get offended by these girls with their useless shit. So if you got a problem, write it on a piece of paper and shove it up your ass. I probably wouldn't read it later. I'm so faded like your grandma in the hospital with Alzheimer's. She won't remember this joke, but just remember, even when she's losing her brain, she won't hesitate to wake up and start screaming my name. Like in the hospital, she gonna be screaming my name. In the grave, she gonna be screaming my name. In the wheelchair, she gonna be screaming my name. Who am I? Who am I? Yup, it's Pink Guy. So who am I? Yup, it's Pink Guy. Kissing to my ass and he might contract pink eye. They said I wasn't smart enough to get some A's again. I wrote some essays up like arresting a few Mexicans. So what the fuck is with this estrogen? Everybody's bitching about my work, my dick starts to hurt again.
I just have to smell fresh octopus balls. Like, oh my gosh! You guys don't understand. There are too many people on his dick, and his dick is on maximum capacity. It's on maximum overload.
Shit, bro.
Everyone needs to get off his dick now, ASAP.
That's why I'm making all these octopus balls, cause y'all need to grow your own. Come and tickle my tentacles and tell me that I'm weak. I got ink and some balls. I said balls like fucking twice, but I gotta emphasize I'm a testicle size. I meant tentacle size. Whoops. First you pour the batter, then include the invertebrate. You leave it for a couple minutes, spin it like Beyblades. Then you eat some fresh balls. Then you eat some fresh balls. Then you eat some fresh balls, homie. Then you eat some fresh balls, homie. Suck on him good.